Hey there, this is Seamus Calder with Money and Tech. We're at Coin Congress San Francisco, and we're here today with Bitcoin entrepreneur Ryan Singer. How are you doing today, Ryan?
Good, Seamus. Good to see you.
How's your Coin Congress going?
Good. I'm having fun, getting to see a lot of old friends, and, working.
So you recently just published an article in TechCrunch on Ben Lawsky and the New York Financial Services bit license decision proposal. Basically, can you just tell us more about it?
Yeah, so I partnered up with Elizabeth Stark, who famously helped with the Stop SOPA movement, and we wrote an article for TechCrunch asking Ben Lawsky to really consider a startup safe harbor and to not kill innovation in the state and drive jobs away by over-regulating digital currency.
Are you working with Perry Ann Boring at all in the digital chamber? Because she just recently put basically a call to arms saying we need the entire community to step up and comment that we need more than 45 days and all of that.
Absolutely, that Perry Ann is correct, that we need way more than 45 days to evaluate this. It's a very novel proposal that covers people that the state of New York and the DFS has never regulated before, with entirely new rules that invent entirely new definitions that are harsher than any rules that DFS has ever passed. So for something like this to have the statutory minimum review period is ridiculous. And I really support Perry Ann in trying to push for as long of a review period as possible to help the industry and the attorneys and the compliance professionals and the other states really understand what's at issue here.
Now, is there anything specifically that you are calling out? We've all it's been out for a little while now. I think he's publishing the final, supposed to be publishing the final one today. I don't know if it's been posted yet. I haven't checked. But specifically, is there anything that you really just need to call out that was just awful?
There are 4 ways that I'd improve it, and I'm going to be writing about this in mass market print media soon. One way is only apply the licensing and bonding requirement that's traditionally applied to money transmitters to people who are actually holding other people's money, so real custodians. Second is only apply the AML and KYC, the anti-money laundering law, to people who are legitimately on-ramps and off-ramps for the banking system. Fight money laundering where it actually happens, where people are bringing money from digital currency to banks or from banks to digital currency. And the third proposal is, like we said in TechCrunch, establish a startup safe harbor and have a path to compliance for growing startups. And then the third is, instead of having just the superintendent makes a decision about capitalization and bonding, actually have the ability for an appeal with an adversarial hearing where the superintendent has to justify their decision.
So I think it's safe to say that you're in support of Bitcoin regulation, which I know, especially now, there's been a lot of people who are kind of speaking out that maybe there aren't people who are in favor of it, but it sounds like you're for it.
I think that if you're holding other people's money and you lose it, it's not just a civil matter, right? You've actually harmed consumers, and it's a viable thing for the government to try and protect consumers from that kind of harm. That said, the digital currency industry is infant, and there's a lot of innovation that's happening in people's garages. And you can't reasonably expect a startup with a brand new financial services the world's never seen that has $100,000 in seed funding to hire lawyers and compliance professionals and go through a 6 or 7 figure compliance process. So we need to try and find a middle ground where we can protect consumers and fight money laundering while still encouraging instead of restricting innovation.
You know, Ryan, can you give us a little bit of your history? I know you previously worked with TradeHill and you're currently working with CryptoCore, but how'd you get into Bitcoin?
So I co-founded 2 companies in Bitcoin, TradeHill and CryptoCorp. I got involved when I moved into 20 Mission with Jared Kenna, and we worked together on 20 Mission, and then we decided to work together co-founding TradeHill. And then after that, I realized that security and custodianship were major issues in Bitcoin, and I co-founded CryptoCorp with Miron Cooperman. And now I'm really focused on policy issues and on making sure that the policy community gets this right and encourages innovation.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm Seamus Calder with Money and Tech. That was Ryan Singer, and we are here at Coin Congress. Thank you for watching.